Russia has targeted cities across Ukraine in a new wave of missile strikes. Here are the latest developments. Cities including Kyiv, Kharkiv, Lviv, Odessa have been hit by Russian missiles. Power at Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant was lost for several hours. Heavy fighting continues around Bakhmut in the east of the country as Russia advances. Front lines in the south around Kherson are largely stable. Missile strike across Ukraine. Lately, Russian missiles struck targets in cities across Ukraine, killing at least 9 people. Building and infrastructure were hit in Kyiv, Odessa, Kharkiv, with power blackouts in several areas. Ukraine has said Russia had fired 81 missiles, the largest number in a single wave, for several weeks. 5 people were said killed in Lviv, while others targets including Dnipro, Kherson, and Zhytomyr. Russia said Kinzhal hypersonic missiles were launched in the attack. A strike at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power station cut the plant off from the Ukrainian power systems for several hours, according to the nuclear energy operator Euratom. For the 6th time since it was taken over by Russia a year ago, the facility operated on diesel generators, which have enough supplies to last at least 10 days. The head of the UN nuclear watchdog IAEA has issued an urgent warning about safety at the plant. How can this be allowed to happen? One day our luck will run out, say Rafael Grossi. Fighting rages around Bakhmut in the east. Ukrainian forces are holding on the eastern city of Bakhmut under intense pressure from regular Russian troops and Wagner Group mercenaries fighting on the Russian side. On Wednesday, the Wagner Group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin said that his forces have captured all of eastern Bakhmut. The Institute for the Study of War (ISW) said that this claim was consistent and available visual evidence. Many military analysts say the city is of limited strategic significance. Russian forces remain unlikely to rapidly exploit the breakthrough beyond Bakhmut if Russian forces capture the city, say ISW, but other forces say otherwise. The UK Ministry of Defense noted in December that capturing the city would potentially allow Russia to threaten a larger urban area of Kramatorsk and Sloviansk. Western officials estimate between 20,000 and 30,000 Russian troops have been killed or injured so far in and around Bakhmut, but there is no evidence towards this, and Russians are saying Ukrainians have lost more. Michael Kaufman of the US-based Center for Naval Analysis said that so far Russia's gains have been underwhelming, but he adds that Ukraine may struggle to find weaknesses in Russia's defense to mount a counter-attack, as Russian troop positions have been heavily reinforced. Front lines in the south stable. In the south of the country, artillery strikes continue around Kherson. Russian troops withdrew to the left bank of or eastern side of the Dnipro River in November. Strike by Ukrainian forces equipped with US-supplied HIMARS multiple rocket launcher has made Russian position unsustainable. Lately, Ukraine said its forces have destroyed a Russian ammunition depot to the west of Kherson, but many analysts assess that the front line around the city are unlikely to change in the short term as Russia has built strong defenses for its troops and equipment in the area. More than a year of fighting. Russia's invasion began with dozens of missile strikes on cities all over Ukraine before dawn on 24 February 2022. Russian ground troops moved in quickly and within a few weeks we are in control of large areas of Ukraine. They had advanced to the suburb of Kyiv and controlled much of the northeast of the country around Sumy. Russian forces were bombarding Kharkiv and they had taken territory in the east and south as far as Kherson and surrounded the port city of Mariupol. But they hit very strong Ukrainian resistance almost everywhere and faced serious logistical problems, with the troops poorly equipped, suffering shortage of food, water and ammunition. Ukrainian forces were also quick to deploy Western supplied arms such as NLAW anti-tank system, which proved highly effective against the Russian advance. More Western arms followed, and by October the picture had changed dramatically. Having failed to take Kyiv, Russia had withdrawn completely from the north. Ukraine had its first major success, pushing Russia back from Kharkiv and counter-attack around Kherson. 1 year since the invasion, Ukraine is in control of Kherson and largely containing for now the Russian advance in the east. But the Russians are advancing basically from Bakhmut, slowly and steady. And the war is becoming a war of attrition, mostly felt by the Ukrainian side because they have more population joining the army and less birth rates.
Заходим, проверяем, заходим, проверяем.